Sorry, didn't see you guys there. Hey guys, welcome to BP Performance. Today we're going to be doing over a little bit of a teaching series. We're going to be talking about how to play with controlled aggression, okay? We all know those aggressive players, Djokovic, Medvedev, Team, okay? These players hit out on the ball, all right? They're not pushing, they're not just counterpunching, although they do have that as a part of their game. They're playing with controlled aggression, okay? They want to put themselves in positions where they're in a favorable spot, but they're not doing it recklessly. So that's where controlled aggression comes in, okay? I'm going to talk about 3 tips to start playing with more controlled aggression today, okay? So number 1 is active feet and acceleration, okay? It's going to be really hard to play aggressive, to play freely when you're not moving your feet, okay? And this goes back to flow state. Flow state is a powerful state of being where you lose track of time and you're completely focused on the task at hand, okay? It's very hard to do this when you're nervous, not moving your feet, or not swinging out on the ball, okay? So one of the best ways to do that is to reverse engineer, okay? I have a little depiction of 2 tennis athletes here. One is smiling, one is frowning, okay? We're going to talk about this. They might be both going in their match a little bit nervous, okay? But there's actually a really cool phenomenon where if you smile, it actually sends the same chemicals to your brain as being happy, okay? So we smile when we're happy, but we also get happier when we smile. You've probably noticed this too. When you start working out, when your blood starts pumping, you're immediately in a better mood. Okay, so if you want to play with more controlled aggression, if you want to be more free on the court, it starts with your physiology, okay? Your emotion breeds your physiology, but your physiology breeds your emotion, okay? So number 1 thing you can do is think, what am I doing when I'm playing freely? You're probably moving your feet a lot more. You might be jumping up more. You might be having more positive emotions. Well, start with smiling. Start with thinking, being excited about the match. Start by moving your feet. Start by forcing yourself to swing freely. Another pro tip is this. Make sure you're breathing, you're exhaling on your shots. This is why a lot of tennis players choose to grunt. Although you don't have to do that, I get it, it's a little bit embarrassing sometimes. It genuinely helps you play more freely, okay? Because when you're nervous, you hold your breath in, okay? So do the things that you do when you're playing freely, and you're gonna start to feel more loose on court. And then you're gonna be able to play your best tennis, get into that flow state and all that good stuff. Number 2 tip I have for you, okay, is to focus on easy power and utilizing your whole kinetic chain, okay? So, power is great, all right, but there's a reason that a 12-year-old girl who's been playing tennis for a few years can probably hit harder than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson if they both went up in a match against each other. The reason is the experienced tennis player, although not as strong, is using their whole kinetic chain, okay? Not only is this allowing them to hit a more powerful, heavy shot, but it's allowing them to do it in a controlled manner. Take the 300-pound macho man bodybuilder and give them the racket. They might swing it as hard as they can, all arm though. That ball might go over the fence, but it's not going to be very consistent. It's not going to be controlled, okay? So focus on using your whole body, your legs, your core, your hips, your shoulders, and your thoracic spine rotation, okay? That's going to help you not only get more power, but it's going to be easier, right? You're not going to be stressing as much for it. You're going to be able to do it deep into the match, all right? Which could really, that tip alone could transform your game. The number 3 tip I have is margin, okay? We also speak of this as margin for error, okay? We got happy tennis player. Happy tennis player is hitting the ball from his racket, and he's aiming about here, halfway in between the center line and the single sideline, okay? And he's happy because he's leaving margin for error. He misses a little bit this way, he hits an even better shot. He misses this way, he's still a good deep shot. He's aiming 3 to 6 feet over the net, leaving him room for error. He's not afraid to miss in the net because he's got room. He's able to swing with more topspin as a result of his height over the net. Sad Mr. Tennis Player just watched Djokovic on the TV for the first time. He saw him paint a few lines, so he said, that can't be that hard, it looks easy. So, sad tennis player, he aims for the line. Does it hit the line? Maybe 1 out of 10 times. The other 5, missing a little bit this way, okay, that's okay. But then he's missing 4 or 5 this way. That's an automatic miss, okay? He's basically leaving a 50% chance that he's gonna miss every single shot, okay? When he would be much better off, okay, raising his shot tolerance, making 3, 4, 5, 6 balls in the court, leaving room over the net, room by the sideline, okay? So, if you wanna be Mr. Happy tennis player, all right, focus on reverse engineering when you feel your best through active feet, acceleration, exhaling upon the shot, okay? Working out before the match, whatever you need to do. If you want to be also like happy tennis player, get easy power by utilizing your legs, your core, your hips, your shoulders, right? Don't just arm the ball. And number 3, to be Mr. Happy tennis player over here, is aim safe, okay? The best tennis players in the world are also the ones that hit the hardest, okay? So power, spin, and control are not at odds against each other. They actually aid each other, okay? But what the best players know is you're better off leaving margin, okay? If you hit the line, let it be because you missed your target a little bit, okay? Those are my 3 tips. I'm gonna clip 2 drills that I think are great for working on controlled aggression, okay? I have a player here who's been playing for about 3 months and we've made a lot of improvements already, okay? But here we're working on 2 things. We're working on 1, transferring the weight more, okay? Getting it where your feet are starting in one spot and then they're switching, okay? That's huge. That's really a matter of going after the ball, of swinging freely, okay? And this second drill is on the backhand side, but both of these could be used on either side. And this one is focusing on the footwork, okay? When the ball comes to you, we have a tendency of not moving our feet, but this one, doing the figure 8, will allow you to get more used to taking those small steps leading up to the ball. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. There's more to come. Please like and subscribe. I'm here to give you guys as much value and just everything I've learned as a former Division I tennis player and now a coach. Thanks, guys. All right, here we go. Transfer the weight even more there, all right? Finishing the feet, transferring into a different spot, okay? Right here. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Got a little spin here. 4, good. Come on. Go, let's go. Good, good, good. Come on. 4. More spin, more spin. Good, good. Come on. Earlier, earlier. Earlier. Come on. Go. Good. So again, we need more turning with the shoulders to then turning through. Okay? You're getting the turn okay, but you're stopping here. Let's turn, boom, through it. Okay? That full torso rotation. Okay? The hips and the torso and the shoulder. Okay? Here we go. Come on, I love that backhand, back. Come on, quick feet, sharp turns. Come on, get across, over, step, yep, plant that foot, focus on planting, lots of margin over the net, come on. That's better, accelerate through the ball, come on. Yeah, out in front more, turn early, let it rip, turn early, right? That's a good ball. Love it. Come on. One more. Earlier. Set earlier. One more. Turn. Boom. That's it.